All right, so in this video, I wanted to talk about how I use a razor blade. A lot of people have posted different things. I think there was a gentleman had a little smaller part, and he was wondering how do you get the little small scratches out of that really small part. And I had mentioned using a straight razor blade. This is the razor blade that I use, and so on my project, I'm going to use an example. So this is what, 100 grit. So like I have already scraped this. This is like 180 grit. My point in doing this is to say that sometimes if you have a smaller spot and you got to get, and you don't have a whole lot of sandpaper in order to build up through the steps, you can use this razor blade. Put down the phone. I'm gonna pause this real quick. Actually, maybe I might be able to do it with the razor blade. But basically, as you scrape this, you're gonna see the scrapes. You're gonna see the scratches of the sandpaper that's in the resin. They will eventually disappear. Hold on a second, let me get a, I could use my sleeve. But they'll disappear down to nothing. There's no, hold on, let me get some Prep-All. Hold on a second. All right, so same spot. And there are no scratch marks in here, just some sawdust. There are no scratch marks in the resin. I'll use a reflection of the light. So anyway, I use this method anytime I'm using some very sensitive carbon that I want to make sure that I don't scrape through to the carbon, and that way I don't have to worry about any sawdust or anything like that to get into it, and then you got to get that out. So this is the method using a straight razor. I always stress that whenever you use one, you want to use a brand new one. So this one doesn't have any voids in the blade or anything like that. If it does and you get burrs in this, then you can have a real problem because it'll gouge into the resin. So anytime I do this, I always reach for a brand new one. And that way, even if you have a low spot, like over here, like if you're sanding and you get a low spot, and as you go over it, like right here, you can see an inconsistency. So the dark spot right here is lower, obviously, than this high spot. So if I keep scraping, I can still take layers off without having to use sandpaper and gouge into the resin, and I can get this nice and even. That's what's been done right here already. So this is nice, and if you want to call it blocked out already. And that way I don't have to go back over it.